Hello, this is Patrick Waddell from Home Inspection Carolina, and what we're taking a look at today is a house located in Fort Mill in a neighborhood that's notorious for not having permits pulled on additions and things. A lot of people out here use these for rentals or simply just for vacation homes on weekends. So they tend to fix stuff up and not pull permits, and then when they go to resell them, they end up having issues. On this particular deck, we're going to walk around and show you several things that are causes of concerns. The main ledger here is simply nailed into the house band. It is not bolted. It should be through bolted. There is no visible flashing where the deck attaches to the house, which over time will lead to wood rot. Unfortunately, the crawl space is locked and there's no keys, and I can't get the hinges off, so I can't get in the crawl to check. The next thing are your main load bearing points. This is a girder, and where this girder ties into this wall, it should rest a minimum of 3 inches on that wall, and from what I can see and tell, it's resting on there maybe about a ½ inch to an inch at the most. All the girder connections at the main post are not posted properly. All they've done is face nail them or angle nail them into this post. There's no actual support underneath the girder itself. Should be a hanger here. The best thing to do is overlap this again 3 inches, or they'll notch it out and then let it rest on the notch when they notch the deck out. Here at the staircase connection, again you have the same problem to where they have not rested it on the actual post, and nothing's holding it in but the nails. You can see where it's already split and started to separate. The rim joist is missing for the ledger here for the deck boards to sit on, so it's just face nailed in. Again, they've already started cracking. And then to fix this, at least under one of them anyway, they put just a post in. Come down and get out. We'll crawl around to the other side of the home here. This is the outside of the deck. This is where one of the girders sit, and you can see how it's kind of dropped in one area and lifted in another. They've added this roof on the rear. You got a post, and a 2x4 that's bowing and rotted on the bottom. And this is rotted because I don't have any type of flashing along the deck connection. So what happens is where the main roof and this roof are combining together, all the debris is just sitting there, which is rotting this out, and then all that water is dumping down on the bottom of the post here. We've also got miscellaneous areas to where the trim work is loose. All the soffit on the rear of this addition is already dislodged and coming loose. There are squirrels in the attic of this particular house. We'll walk around and look at the side deck, and you can see right here where that's dropped because of the deck not being properly supported. This area used to be an open carport, and they've enclosed it, but they've buried the siding underneath the ground, which is conducive to wood destroying insects. I don't have any flashing above the top of the door. The door itself is rotted from the water splashing back up. You've got miscellaneous areas of just not upkeeping the home and keeping it sealed, where the siding has come loose. Some more loose siding here. This is your other deck that's in question. Again, it is not bolted to the house. There's no X bracing for a deck of this type, and that's used to, let me get on the front. The bracing would go diagonally, and that's to prevent the deck from moving in this direction. Multiple areas of the old landscaping timbers are rotted out. You've got wood rot, most likely from the deck not being flashed up in these corners. The staircase is not properly supported. You see where there's just nothing underneath this end of the deck at all. The staircase, again, just normal upkeep and maintenance. Hasn't been done, but you do have a broken tread here, which I'll step over. And then multiple areas of wood rot where the deck is faced to where the water is draining toward the home instead of away from the home. Again, stuff that hasn't been upkept, so water's getting in behind the storm windows and washing down the wall. And then inside, wish he'd run around. Got a squirrel up here in the attic. And then just multiple areas to where the water is coming in through the windows, as you can see there. If you're thinking about purchasing a home or just need a home inspection on the house you currently live in, please feel free to give us a call. Home Inspection Carolina, 704-542-6575, 704-542-6575.